This will be a video of how to take a Kimber Micro 9 pistol and modify a Sig Sauer 7-round magazine with thumb rest to fit in and take the place of the standard 6-round Kimber magazine. So that's the magazine that comes with the gun. Here's a slightly disassembled Sig Sauer, and this comes from a P938, a P938 magazine from Sig Sauer. Will fit the Kimber Micro 9 with a little bit of modification of this little plastic pinky rest on the bottom of the pistol. I've already modified this clip so that it fits my Kimber, and then I've got another one here that I will modify next and hopefully use it to show you how to do this so you can get a 7-round magazine in your Kimber Micro 9. So here I've locked the slide back. Make sure there's no round in the chamber. Gun's empty. And that's just a piece of electrical tape to obscure the serial number on the gun. I don't think it's wise to post videos with the serial number of your handgun on it, so I'm just obscuring mine. Next, I'll show you how you take apart the plastic piece from the magazine. Here's the part number and the UCP code for the magazine, the Sig Sauer P938 7-round magazine, in case you want to use that as reference for ordering one. I sourced mine through Midway USA, so that's found a pretty reasonable price. I think they were $31 a piece plus shipping, so I got them to my door for about $68 for 2 7-round magazines. So we'll go ahead and take the second magazine out, and what you're going to do is you're going to take and right here's the pinky rest on the front of the magazine, and you're going to take a flathead screwdriver, a smaller one. You can kind of see the tip of this one here, and I insert it right here. There's a little gap, and you've got to push it over so that that little tab right there just slips up to the side of the magazine, and then you can just push straight down on it, and it'll slide right down. And I'll pause, and then I'll show you a picture of how that looks. So we'll insert the screwdriver right there, push over and out, and it'll just slide right down, and then you can pop it right off. I'll pause again, and we'll resume in just a second. Here's a little bit of video of this one's the one I've already modified to make it work. You can see it got a little bit scratched up when I was chucking it up in the vise. I suspect you could probably just turn a piece of pretty coarse grit sandpaper upside down and maybe just kind of burnish it like that, and probably do the same thing that I've done with files, and you might save yourself the scratches here on the side of it like I've got. But yeah, a few cosmetic blims, I'm not really worried about it. It's not going to affect the performance, but you can kind of see, get an idea about how much you need to take off. So somewhere, I'd say around 1/16 of an inch. I found that I had to take a little more off back here in the back, and right here through this little rib, and some right in here. So all of this lower part and this little tab, I did not have to take near as much off the tab as I did off around, I guess, the part of the main body. So my suggestion is do this part first, and then do the tab last as far as your sanding or filing goes, because you don't need to take off near as much here on the tab as you do here to get it to fit up in there. So we'll pause for a second. I thought this might be a little information to help some of you on the back side of the piece of plastic. This is the factory one that hasn't been modified yet. So you have about 11.89 millimeters there. Somewhere around 11.91 in the middle. And then as we come up towards the front, we go to about 12 there, about 3/4 of the way from the back towards the front. And then when you get right up against the tab, you're sitting right around about 13.2 millimeters. And then you get right up on the tab, it looks like it's about 13.5. So that gives you kind of a rough idea of what the factory one looks like. And then modified, here's right on the tab. Looks like it's about a 16. Excuse me. Put that back on there a little better. 16.35, right below the tab there. About 11.8. Kind of in the middle, about 10.5, and then kind of on the back side, it looks like we're at about 10.47, right across the rib there. That little rib, you can see it. There's some bad shadow going on there, I apologize for that. But at the rib, looks like we got a thickness of about 10.61. So that's, you know, it's not exact, but it's a ballpark. Kind of give you an idea when you're getting close to having it about right. I would say anything over that, go ahead and start slipping it on and off of the magazine. And remember, the tab goes towards the front, just where the tab goes towards the front where the bullets would go there. And so you just, as you get it, as you think you're getting it close, you got your pinky ledge, just slip it back on there, let it lock back in place, and then just test fit it. You hear it click in place. It's good and secure. It won't pull out. Push your button, it pops right out when it's empty. And you just shove it up in there and it clicks. And I really like this magazine with the thumb, with the not thumb, but the pinky rest. It gives you a good purchase. I think it'll probably help a lot with the recoil on this gun. It's being a 9mm and being so small, it does tend to ride up on you, and you really have to work at it to keep it down and keep it on target after you fired the first shot. So I think that pinky thing there will help. We'll pause for a second and we'll resume. So I've used a file to get on this second plastic piece that goes on the bottom of the clip with the pinky rest here, and you can see I just used the small triangle file and then this flat file, and then I've got something here. It's like it's called a saw rasp, and it's basically like a little nest of hacksaw teeth, really fine. Got a coarse side over here, but I didn't use it. So this got it the bulk of the material removal done real quick, and then I kind of finished it up with these finer tooth files here to give it a little bit more of a finished look. And so once I got that about 1/16 of an inch filed off, and I just bring it back over, and of course it goes get it oriented to where the bullet's at, and then get your finger rest and the bullet part there lined up. And you just, there's the Sig Sauer P938 sitting in the gun. And there's the second one that I modified. And you hit the button, click back in there, flip the gun over here, hit the eject button, pop the magazine right out, slap another one in it. There's the second one. You hear it click in, lock in place. Drop slide down, ready to rock and roll. Hope that helps some of you guys out with making that modification. And an added bonus version does not. It kind of comes down and then slopes off this way without the pinky rest, and slopes this way on the back side. So I think that's a little bit of an advantage over the factory Kimber, is that you got a pinky rest with the Sig Sauer version, the P938 7-round mag. So try it out. think it's going to work great for me. If I take it to the firing range and it's a miserable fail, I'll update this video and let y'all know about that. But I think it's going to work great. Good luck.